Hello, I was wondering if INTJs had a dislike for being touched, and whether that is whether that is represented by their inferior extroverted sensing function. But I think I am an INFJ and I don't mind being touched, although I am also my inferior function is also extroverted sensing. And that makes me wonder whether I am mistyped or typed, or whether FE somehow FE my function in INFJs makes some kind of difference when it comes to physical touch. And I wonder, I have always associated SE with presence of sexual urges and promiscuity, and I wonder whether INTJs have sexual urges or not, I wonder. A girl at my workplace told me that she found she saw sex as dirty, I guess, or disgusting. And I can't decide whether she is an INTJ or ENTP, because sometimes she acts like ENTP impulsively, but sometimes she acts like an introvert. But most of the time, I guess she wants to hang out just by herself. So I guess she's an introvert and an INTJ. I also know that she doesn't like being touched. And I wonder how come she doesn't have any sexual urges, or how both can exist in the same person. How can someone dislike being touched but yet have sexual urges at the same time? Because I associate SE with sexual urges. Even in the inferior position, it must mean an active sexuality for the individual. But does that mean the individual would see those sexual urges as something bad, something unwanted, and try to suppress them? But I still don't get how inferior SE would signify a dislike for being touched. I can't understand it. I can understand, because that means inferior SE represents a poor tolerance for sensory information, and I guess that includes sight, hearing, touch, sense of taste, etc. So perhaps I have poor tolerance for SE, but not that much. I mean, not that extreme. My dislike of SE input is not that extreme. I don't want to be in loud places or crowded places, but I don't mind being touched casually. Of course, being touched by my family or my friends. I certainly wouldn't mind being touched by my significant other. And I thought, because my coworker my coworkers told me that she saw sex as dirty, something dirty. I assumed she didn't have any SE function, and she was rather an inferior SI type. Her sexual urges were repressed in SI form. Passive, it was, her sexual urges were passive in SI form. But perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps she is an INTJ. Perhaps in our earlier conversations, she was, I guess, trying to figure out my stance on certain things, such as obsession with cleanliness, etc. She was talking about her cousin, but I guess it could also be that she was actually talking about herself and trying. Perhaps she was obsessed with cleanliness. She also told me that she was, I guess, she was she has this fear of germs, etc., fear of being sick or getting germs. I guess she might have obsessive compulsive disorder, and she might be obsessed with cleanliness. Also, that might explain why she dislikes being touched. Perhaps she is afraid that she would get some germs from others. But why don't I have those obsessions? I don't mind having dirt on me, so long as I have the opportunity to clean myself later on. But I am not obsessed with cleanliness. I like being in clean environments and tidied up environments, but not to the point of obsession. So what does this mean? What does this signify? Does that mean her NI is too powerful? So powerful that she suppresses all her SE urges? There is a 10-year difference between me and her. Perhaps that's why, but I wasn't like her when I was at her age. I wasn't obsessed with cleanliness. Perhaps if she could balance her NI with her shadow NE, she could relax some of her obsessions, perhaps. Anyway, if any INTJ is watching this, I would welcome your feedback about this. So, thanks for listening and hope to see you again in another video. Bye.